Hi, I'm Bob. Today, let's talk about the Production Possibilities Frontier, PPF. It is closely related to the first principle of economics. People face trade-offs. Because resources are limited and scarce, all decisions involve trade-offs. The Production Possibilities Frontier is a graph that shows the combinations of the two goods the economy could possibly produce given the available resources and the available technology. Since resources are scarce, we have to give up some of a good in order to produce more of another. For example, this Production Possibilities Frontier shows an economy producing computers and cars. The resources it used include labor and capital. Labor is measured by the workers' hours of work. Capital includes land, machinery, and money. In the Production Possibilities Frontier, the y-axis represents the number of computers the economy can produce, and the x-axis represents how many cars it can make. We usually simplify all the products and services an economy could produce into two goods, and place them on the x-axis and the y-axis. One reason for doing so is that this simplified graph is enough to illustrate economic concepts and principles. It is also because we can always put all other goods and services on the y-axis. If the economy uses all its resources in the car industry, it produces 900 cars per day and no computers. If it uses all its resources in the computer industry, it produces 3,000 computers per day and no cars. More likely, the economy divides its resources between the two industries, producing some cars and some computers. For instance, it can produce 300 cars and 2,700 computers as point A on the PPF curve, or by moving some of the resources from the computer industry to the car industry. The economy can produce 400 cars and 2,500 computers, represented by point B. The Production Possibilities Frontier curve is downward sloping. It summarizes the trade-offs an economy faces. It produces fewer computers if it makes more cars. The Production Possibilities Frontier not only shows the trade-offs we face, but also the concept of opportunity cost. Recall that the second principle of economics states that the cost of something is what we give up to get it. As we move along the PPF curve, we see that when we produce 100 more cars from 300 to 400, we have to give up 200 computers. But when we also produce 100 more cars from 700 to 800, we have to give up 500 computers. We measure the cost of producing cars in terms of computers. As we make more and more cars, the cost of producing one more unit of car increases. The slope of the Production Possibilities Frontier measures the opportunity cost of a car in terms of computers. It becomes larger as more and more cars are produced. It is called the law of increasing opportunity cost. It is also called the law of diminishing returns, because if we focus on the gains of devoting more and more resources to the car's production, we find that the original gains are fairly large but gradually diminish. The property of the increasing opportunity cost or the decreasing returns is due to the fact that the resources, including labor and capital, are not equally productive. when the workers are shifted from the computer industry to the car industry. Those who first move to the car industry will be the relatively more productive potential car workers. As more and more workers switch to the car industry, those newcomers are less and less efficient. We need more and more new workers to produce the same increment of cars. So we have to give up computers at an increasing rate. It determines the shape of the production possibilities frontier. It's not a straight line, but a curve concave to the origin. The production possibilities frontier shows the maximum combinations of outputs that can be produced from a given amount of input. All choices on the PPF in this graph, including A, B, C, and D, display productive efficiency. Productive efficiency means that, given the available resources and technology, it's impossible to produce more of one good without decreasing the quantity of another good. Any choice inside the production possibilities frontier is productively inefficient and wasteful, because it's possible to produce more of one good or some combinations of both goods. Any outcome outside the production possibilities frontier is not feasible. For example, no matter how resources are allocated between the two industries, the economy cannot produce the combination of computers and cars represented by point E. The production possibilities frontier illustrates the concepts of trade-offs, increasing opportunity cost, and productive efficiency. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.